What's up, y'all? This is story time on how my boyfriend slash baby father was tragically unalived 12 years ago. This may be sensitive, to some people. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I'm just simply wanting to give my testimony, wanting to speak on what I've been through. Today makes 12 years, and this has been a long journey. So, yeah. So 12 years ago, y'all, October the 23rd, 2012, me and my boyfriend and my daughter, we were staying at my god sister's house because me and my mom had recently got into like a little argument. I had packed my things and left. We was about to move into our place that following week, so I just needed somewhere to go for a few days. So we went there, chilled there the whole weekend or whatnot, and my baby father, he was with his friends. And his friends, his girlfriend, her birthday was that weekend. So they had a nice little kickback, all that type of stuff. Me, I'm just had a new baby. So I'm, somewhere put up with our daughter while he's out and about. So y'all, no shade or nothing like that. But I always really had a problem with my baby daddy being with this friend that he had. Because it always seemed like every time he was with him, something crazy always happened. Like when I was 5 months pregnant, he got robbed in his house. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, as a girlfriend, kind of makes you be like, I don't want you hanging with him. But you know how y'all fellas do. You know how the fellas do, y'all. Sometimes they don't listen to their woman. And I'm just going to say this before I tell this story. Fellas, when your girl is telling you she got a gut feeling about something or saying someone ain't your friend or be careful around certain people, y'all listen to her. This woman sleep with you every night. This woman is in tune with you. If she feel like something ain't right, listen to your girl. So back to the story. My boyfriend, he met these guys based upon a mutual friend. He made a lot of interactions with people due to what he did for a living. And he was making interactions, having interactions with these guys on a regular basis. He always looked out for the guy. And like 2 weeks before my baby father got killed, I remember him selling him an iPod that didn't work. So I remember my boyfriend getting on the phone with him, telling him, like, look, man, this is not working. I got a new baby. Like, I don't have money to waste, on stuff that's not working. You knew that before you sold it to me. So I heard him and the guy kind of getting into it about him getting the money back, but I never knew it could turn out into this. You know what I'm saying? So 2 weeks go by after this whole little iPod situation. Like I said, we chilling at my god sister house. I was gonna stay there for a couple days until our place was ready. We had to pay the deposit for our lights and all that good stuff. So while I'm at my god sister house, I ended up texting him that night, telling him like, you always claim me and celebrities the only people that you love, but you always, with your friends. So he didn't give me no argument this night, y'all. He just was like, okay, I'm coming. And he came. I had cooked a meal. We had watched a movie. My cousin and her boyfriend was there, along with one of my other cousins and her daughter that was in the back room. And they also had a +1, which was their homeboy / one of my homeboys as well from childhood. So we all sitting there chilling, watching the movie, he watched the movie, and it was called Taking Lives by, it was a movie with Angelina Jolie in it. And I'll never forget, y'all, as we watching this movie, I couldn't even watch the movie. I just kept staring at him. He just like, babe, watch the movie because you're going to be asking me what happened in a few minutes. And it was just like, I don't know. I just felt this urge to just keep looking at him. He just looked so good to me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. He looked so good. Ugh. My baby was fine now. If you know, then you know. But yeah, so it was kind of almost if I had this little feeling, but I didn't know what I was experiencing at the time, right before his death. So as we watching this movie, like I said, having a good time, he ends up falling asleep. I'm eating my food now. The guys called, and they wanted to purchase something. So while they're calling to purchase something, I hear the tone in his voice like that's it? All right. They literally called him for something that was $5 worth at the time, y'all. So he all right. He ends up falling asleep on the couch. The guys are still not there yet. But I'm not paying attention. He deal with these guys on the regular, as far as that goes. So there was nothing new. So as I'm eating my food, his phone ring. He wake up, and he do this thing where if he's coming outside, he's not going to answer the phone and tell you he's on the way out. You just going to see him walking out. So that's what he did. I watched him sit up, put his shoes on, and proceed to head out the door. As he's trying to head out the door, one of my little baby cousins is actually trying to go with him outside, but it's kind of cold. And y'all, I actually had my baby sitting at this door. I had my baby sitting at this door because we didn't use that door, based upon how her place was set up. So we always use her back slide doors. So when the dudes called, I guess they told him they was, coming the front way. He knew where the guy baby mom stayed, which was the front way, so it only made sense for him to go out that front door. So he goes out this front door. My baby's still sitting here at the door. He go out. I'm sitting out eating my food. Next thing I know, y'all, I just hear gunshots, like a lot of gunshots. And I'm just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not registering that he's outside. It is, but it ain't, because it's like I'm not thinking about how long he been outside or nothing. I'm not thinking nothing could be going wrong. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Do E got a gun? E is my baby father, y'all. I'm like, do E got a gun? I'm like, no, he don't tote guns. So I'm confused. Everybody is in there running around. Everybody pulling each other, like running, hiding under stuff, because the gunshots was sounding super close. And it's like, it was so much going on in such little time, y'all. Like, you would be amazed how much stuff took place in like 5 minutes. I thought this was like a 30-minute event. All this stuff happened in like 4 to 5 minutes, y'all. So as I'm hearing these gunshots, I'm just standing up looking out the window, and I just see sparks. All I see is sparks. So everybody running, people pulling me like, come on, they're trying to drag me to the back. And I'm like, no, my baby. Because I'm now realizing, like, my baby's at the door. I don't know whether to grab my baby or whether to go out the door to see what's going on with my baby father. Do I shut the door? I just didn't know what to do. So as I screamed my baby, the guy that was there heard me, and he ran over there and picked my whole daughter's bassinet up and ran it to the back of the house. As soon as he ran it to the back of the house, my baby father came running in the door. And excuse me, I was shaking a little bit. My baby father came running through the door, and as he's running through the door, bullets is following him, ricocheting off the silver piece down there at the bottom of the door. Is ricocheting, coming into the house, coming through the walls, and he comes in. He walks straight past me, and I'm asking him like, babe, what happened? But he not really responding. He just looking real confused. So he goes into the bathroom, opens the bathroom door, and I see him raise his shirt up. So after he raised his shirt up, he comes out the bathroom, and he like, them MFers shot me, babe. And I'm like, what? So he snatched his shirt off and threw it down on the ground. He was getting kind of mad. Then he like, these MFers shot me, man. So when he turned around, y'all, I don't want to trigger anybody, but when he turned around, like, I literally seen the bullet wound in his back. I freaked out. I lost it, y'all. Like, I don't even know what happened. I just snapped, like, shaking my hands, jumping up and down. And he's like, is it that bad? Like, he's still able to talk to me. So y'all, I panicked. I kind of blame myself for panicking sometimes, because I wish, I would have tried to keep him calm and just try to put him in the car and take him to the hospital myself. But in that situation, like, you really don't know what you're going to do until something like that happens. I did not know what to do, y'all. He had to tell me, like, babe, get me some help, call 911. So then we were trying to apply pressure to the wounds because he was bleeding bad, like, bad. So, y'all, I goes outside because I'm trying to talk to 911 on the phone, trying to find the address. I could not find the address to save my life. Like, I'm in my god sister's drawers looking for mail, everything. They asking me my location. I cannot give 911 my location. Like, I remember running outside, going to knock on people's doors, y'all. People act like they didn't hear me. Nobody wouldn't crack a window. Nobody wouldn't say, are you okay? Do you need me to call? Like, could have hollered through the window, something like that. They just act like they didn't hear me, y'all, while I'm out there just falling apart. Like, I remember one time literally just falling in the grass and just crying because I'm just like, oh my God, like, what is going on right now? And I thought about, like, I got to get up. Like, Shaka, you got to get up. You got to go back in, and you got to make sure E is okay. So that's what I did. I got up. I went back in. Okay, y'all, so I'm running out of time, and backstory, today is actually my son's birthday as well as my baby father's death date. So I'm about to get ready to take my son to the fair and try to spend some quality time with him and turn my vibrations around and try not to be negative today. If y'all want to hear the rest of this story, comment, let me know. I'm just trying to get my testimony out there and let the girls know that even if you go through the hardest of hardest times, baby, just keep pushing. If y'all want the rest of this story, comment and say part 2, please.